So just like Ralph Northam, Jamie Lee Curtis and her Planned Parenthood besties are willing to endanger the lives of both preborn and born women while claiming they're actually providing better health care through telemedicine abortions. The Politico article goes on and attempts to make this case that this is just as safe as in person. They say, quote, federally funded research has found that medication abortions administered remotely have no higher risk of complications than those conducted in person. Well, that is false. And here's why that is actually necessarily false. The reason why the FDA in almost every case requires the abortion pill to be administered in person after an evaluation with a physician is because, one, without properly dating the pregnancy, women are put at huge risk for incomplete abortions. The abortion pill is only intended to be used through 10 weeks gestation. And many women date their pregnancies wrong. So it's very important to figure out the gestational age of the baby before you can approve the use of the abortion pill. The risk for incomplete abortions increases with the gestational age of the baby. So if you try to take the abortion pill when you're 12, 13, 14, 15 weeks pregnant, you could do some significant harm to your body. Obviously, your baby will probably still be killed, but you could end up in a very dangerous situation. So that's the first reason why the FDA, in almost every case, has required the abortion pill to be administered and prescribed in person after an evaluation. Secondly, without performing an ultrasound before prescribing the abortion pill, you couldn't know if a woman had an ectopic pregnancy, where the newly fertilized human being, the new human being, implants in the fallopian tube as opposed to the uterine wall. Left unaddressed or undiscovered, an ectopic pregnancy can take a woman's life very quickly and very easily. And taking the abortion pill when you do have an ectopic pregnancy can also be life-threatening to the mother. So the ability to date the pregnancy so you're not giving the abortion pill to women past 10 weeks gestation and to identify when there is an ectopic pregnancy are the two primary and most important reasons as to why the FDA has remained involved in their regulations requiring that the abortion pill be administered in person after an evaluation. And this Politico article says, oh, well, federally funded research has found that it's just as safe to give it remotely without an in-person evaluation as it is to do it in person. Clearly and necessarily false. Remotely prescribing and mailing the abortion pill to pregnant women will not allow for any of these important medical examinations to occur, therefore endangering the health and lives of women that Jamie Lee Curtis and Planned Parenthood say they care so deeply about. In a recent press release from the American Association of Pro-Life Obstetricians and Gynecologists, or AAPLOG, they cite that, quote, 5% of women who undergo medication abortions will require evaluation in an emergency room, most commonly for hemorrhaging. Yeah, it would be pretty significant then and important for these women to have an in-person evaluation and to have a location that they can go back to in case something goes wrong. Additionally, as I mentioned on this show 2 weeks ago, a 2000 Oxford University press study found that the average failure rate of a medication abortion is 8%, which translates to about every 1 in 12 medication abortion attempts will fail. So for the 8% of women who have a failed abortion attempt, they will have a dead baby in their uterus that was not properly dispelled into the toilet through the American sewage system, making them susceptible to sepsis and quick death. Again, another important reason for the FDA to be involved in the prescription of the abortion pill and in the involvement of in-person evaluations with healthcare providers whose healthcare includes the killing of preborn children. So why are Jamie Lee Curtis and Planned Parenthood so eager to push the abortion pill through telemedicine despite all of these facts and figures? You know that Planned Parenthood knows these facts and figures because they don't care about facts and figures. They care about ideology. Their wholesale commitment to a narrow-minded ideology that blocks out anything that compromises their belief system. And this is why the abortion industry is always unwilling to give philosophical ground to common sense proposals and policies because it calls into question their entire narrative and their entire ideology. For example, if they acknowledged the reality of all the facts and statistics I just reviewed with you, not only would they be morally obligated to abandon their attempt to secure telemedicine abortions, because it compromises the health and lives of women, but they would have to abandon their involvement with the abortion pill, period, because it compromises the health of the very women they claim to exist to serve. But doing that would carve out a huge chunk of their income and future income potential as more and more brick and mortar abortion clinics are shutting down. This is why a narrow-minded devotion to ideology is so dangerous. It blinds you to anything outside of your field of vision. And the vision field of the abortion industry and the abortion rights movement has always been incredibly narrow. Abortions, no matter what. Anything outside of that field of vision, they will be willfully blind to, even if it compromises the health and lives of women that they care to provide essential care to.